Hello, I'm Nina Gorak, Director of the West Michigan Learning Center for Children located in Grand Rapids. Our center provides free one-to-one multisensory reading and written language instruction for school-age children who have been diagnosed with dyslexia. The National Institutes of Health recognize that the symptoms of dyslexia affect approximately 15 to 20% of our population, or about 1 in 5 people. Boys are identified as having dyslexia 4 times more often than girls, but there are as many females as males with dyslexia. 80% of those people identified as having learning disabilities exhibit mild to severe symptoms of dyslexia. This difficulty is familial or inherited, and it is a lifelong learning challenge that can be managed when identified through a formal psychological evaluation and treated with appropriate educational remediation. The International Dyslexia Association, in collaboration with the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development, adopted this definition of dyslexia in 2003. Dyslexia is a specific learning disability that is neurological in origin. It is characterized by difficulties with accurate and/or fluent word recognition and by poor spelling and decoding abilities. These difficulties typically result from a deficit in the phonological component of language that is often unexpected in relation to other cognitive abilities and the provision of effective classroom instruction. Secondary consequences may include problems in reading comprehension and reduced reading experience that can impede growth of vocabulary and background knowledge.
Left unidentified or untreated, this has dramatic implications for a child's performance in school, and for most leads to problems with self-esteem. Unfortunately, a child with low self-esteem is more likely to act out in school, to bully other children, and to experience anxiety and depression. As a pediatric psychologist, I tend to see many of these kids in my office. Parents will typically bring their child in for an evaluation when they have concerns about their child's handling of their emotions, or if their child is acting out, especially when this occurs at school. These are the kids who may not want to get up for school in the morning, who dread doing homework, and who may be experiencing other problems in school that seem to be unrelated to their learning. When the full evaluation is completed, we oftentimes discover the underlying frustration that leads to the child's struggles. Luckily, when a child is identified as having dyslexia, there is help. Based on research completed over the last several decades, we now have a better understanding of what causes dyslexia, as well as ideas on how to teach kids in such ways as to minimize the effects of the dyslexia.
We use a highly effective research-based approach called Orton-Gillingham, which is a phonetically based, structured, sequential, diagnostic and prescriptive method for teaching children to read and write. Our curriculum was developed at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston at their Learning Disabilities Unit, a nationally recognized program for helping children with dyslexia learn to read and write. Our goal is for each child to be reading at grade level when he or she completes the program. In addition, our program provides free graduate level training to individuals who want to learn how to teach these children. This tutor training program is accredited by IMSLC, the International Multisensory Structured Language Education Council, and graduate credit from Grand Valley State University is available to participants.
Nina has taught me that I can make a difference in a kid's life that has a learning disability, even though I am not professionally trained. Jennifer and I feel a deep gratitude toward Nina, the tutor, and the center for helping Jennifer learn to read. The Learning Center helped her to read, to learn to study, and memorization techniques that she uses today. They also helped her to feel good about who she is and what she has to offer.
My tutor at the Children's Learning Center taught me how to read, and she taught me how to learn. I can apply the techniques I learned at the Children's Learning Center to help me succeed in all my classes.
My name is Jeffrey Drake Todd, and I am in the 8th grade at Sherwood Park Middle School in Grand Rapids. I am a member of the National Junior Honor Society. The program helped me become successful by teaching me the spelling rules, consonant blending, syllable division, and irregular words. I maintained a 3.0 GPA last year, and I placed 7th out of 75 runners in cross country.
Hi, my name is Dr. Wendy Berto Hartman, and I am a neurodevelopmental pediatrician and a mom with a daughter who has dyslexia. My daughter Caitlin was in the 1st grade when we were told there was a problem. We were directed to a private tutoring center which used the Orton-Gillingham approach. We did not find out about the West Michigan Learning Center until after she had been tutored already for 2 years. We did, however, see the benefits of the Orton-Gillingham approach and see what it has done for Katie. She loves to read and her comprehension is superb. She is a great student because she can read.
The West Michigan Center opened in 1999 and is one of 59 learning centers in 15 northern states, from Maine to Wisconsin. These centers have been supported by the Scottish Rite Masons since 1994, when the first center opened in Massachusetts.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jim Resall. I'm a 32nd degree Mason and the chairman of the Board of Governors of the Masonic Learning Center for Children in Grand Rapids. In my everyday life, I'm a research scientist at the Van Andel Institute in Grand Rapids, Michigan, involved with clinical and research activities as they relate to human health. I became involved with the Masonic Learning Center for Children for many reasons: personal, fraternal, and community-based. My personal reasons stem from my early experiences in school. I had difficulty learning to read in the 1st and 2nd grade, and was told by teachers that I was lazy and careless. That didn't feel good or seem right to me. I think the teachers saw my curiosity and intelligence, and their only explanation for my reading weakness was a character flaw. I realize now that I'm mildly dyslexic. My wife, who is a speech and language pathologist, has discovered that I have deficits in phonological processing. Even today, even though I now read well, I have difficulty with spelling. That's a common lingering problem for dyslexics. I pour my time into this charity because it's wonderful to be able to support both our Scottish Rite Masonic organizations and to support a service that helps children learn to read. A key tenet of Masonry is service to others. It's heartbreaking to know that there are dyslexic children struggling in school, feeling like failures, doubting their intelligence. I'm so glad to be able to be a part of this wonderful program that truly turns on the light for these children.
We estimate the cost to provide this service at approximately $5,000 per child each year, and the children normally participate in the program for 2 to 3 years. Nearly 150 children and 50 teachers have received free training through the Grand Rapids program. Parents have driven from as much as an hour away twice a week for 34 weeks a year in order for their child to receive this training. Our students and teachers are continuing to work hard to overcome and manage the symptoms of dyslexia, one child at a time. Will you also continue to help us to keep our doors open to these intelligent and talented individuals who suffer the frustration and humiliation that accompanies the communication and organizational challenges that come with dyslexia? We need your support now in order to continue our valuable work with these children, our future leaders, our think outside the box problem solvers, who will step up to the challenges of our communities and our world. Please make a donation today through our website at dyslexiatutoring.org or contact the West Michigan Learning Center for Children directly by phone at area code 616-776-6840. Thank you for your interest in our program.